Welcome, brothers. People have already said when we talk about we are to read Exodus chapter 38, they said, what is it in Exodus 38 that we will learn? It's only this thing how they walked the sanctuary and all that and all that and all that. Is it that we start walking sanctuaries like that even till today? And so many questions has come across this very passage of the scripture, very chapter. As you know, we navigate through the whole scriptures. But in this moment, I want to use this Exodus chapter 38 to answer the question that has been trending all over the social media and even at the questions we received and all that we receive about our learning. He said, will a man of God walk? Will a man of God walk? This question is coming from one of our brothers in the downtown South Africa who was saying, will the man of God walk? That when we look at the book of Exodus, that the one of God, that is not Moses that they asked to do the work. But this morning, I will use Exodus chapter 38 to help you to understand this question that you ask and has been trending on social medias. But first of all, I'll answer you yes. The man of God walks. The first of all thing you ask yourself, who is the man of God? Who is the man of God? The man of God is one who hears God and speak to people who are in who are unable to hear God. In the olden times, we call them prophets who hear from God and speak to the ordinary men. But in these latter days, God made us to hear him through his son. According to the book of Hebrew chapter 1, helped us to answer. Yes. There are so many places, our destiny here is that we dwell on a very particular passage. When you're reading the Bible, you see sometimes you don't quote to disengage so many persons, but you give them some places you quote, some places. But because we are navigating through the scriptures, I don't want to give you on verses, but I reminded you that man of God walk. In the earlier days, God spoke to our fathers through the prophets, but in these last days, he's speaking to us through his son. Everyone that is a Christian is a man of God. Can write it down. I hope you came with your papers and biros. Every person who is born again is a man of God. Put it anywhere. Tell them that it's Jezik that says so. Any person who is born again is free to take up training of leadership, to take up training of what? Leadership. You are saved to save others. You are saved to save others. You know, when somebody is accumulating, or somebody is food, let me use food. If you are eating and they are bringing, you are eating, you are eating, you are eating, you are eating without doing any work, what will happen? You eat, your mind, you'll be lazy. So is any man who has received Christ, or who has entered the kingdom, who has now become born again. Let me use Christ's terminology. Anyone who has become born again and say that he's not going to work,